Hey all, how we doing? It is a beautiful Monday here in Central New York. Time for us to continue our look back at some of the archives. We also have a piece up today with Ronnie Ford talking about what's going on down at Skyline. And yeah, he did see that one we did the other day, so that was nice. He was able to do that. Back to Brewerton Speedway. If you missed our first bin, this is 6 days later after John White purchased the place, and the renovations were on big time here on this day. And now the speedway is going to look a little bit more like what you actually remember today. Obviously, up on top of the VIP tower, getting some things done there. Got new banners to hang, basic cleanup, get some soda in the coolers and things of that nature. So, but they were going to work big time here on this particular day on the 14th. There's the big change right there. You can see the tall wall that we still see today. The new concrete poured here and all that went inside. I know the Isabel family was working on that. Grandstands coming along, got some new boards in there. But this is the big thing, like we said. The one thing with Brewerton, as you can see, when you sit in that front row, you're 15, 20 feet away from where the cars are. So you really do need a taller wall, and that was the biggest thing that they did right out of the box to make this place better. There's a little bit better look at what you could see, and that's a lot of concrete. That's a lot of work that they did just in 6 days to be able to get that up. There's some of the old partitions and the old stuff that was there from before, from the smaller fence that was in place for all those years. But man, this is still, when you look at it, it's amazing to think what they did in a short period of time, and it just changed everything at Brewerton and made it a top-notch first tier racetrack. I mean, it already was a great track, but now with the new fencing and everything else they were doing, it just made a great place even that much greater as they were going through this. So some new signs. I always like these kinds of things here. Gateway to entertainment, and you see they're bringing up some roofing material up on top to that. Of course, fresh paint is always a good thing at any racetrack. It's amazing what a little scraping and a little paint can do to bring a racetrack, or anything really for that matter, back to life. The good folks from Commercial Roofing and Sheet Metal were there. That was the beginning of that second VIP deck right there, and we'll have more on that as we go through here. So, but here we're going up top now, getting a look at what was going up on top of the place, and all this went down. And the nice thing about this, the roof was always a little slippery before when it rained. This setup was not. So Kenny Saya and his people came out and did an amazing job there to get that all squared away in a fairly short period of time. But you can see they're still working on the fencing here on this day. I've still got a couple of more bins from the next couple of weeks after that, so I'll make sure I put those up as well. And they're starting to work, as you can see on that extra VIP section up top. Harvey Fink, of course, on the left, overseeing everything. Kenny Saya on the right. Harvey, we miss you terribly. Kenny, I hope you're doing well wherever you might be today. Got to know Kenny pretty well there a few years ago. A little bit of work to do inside the VIP rooms as well. There's the new flag stand, and man, I'll tell you, talk about getting that flagger up high and out of harm's way. That's the best way to do it right there. And ask any flagger who has flagged up there, and they'll tell you that they feel probably the safest up there as they do really at any track that I could think of anyway. Oswego's pretty safe deal where they are too. But as you can see, still had some fencing to take care of down at this end of the racetrack. But things coming along at Brewerton. My dad and Allie actually came out to see what was going on, so it was nice to have them there. And there's Harvey working with Vinny Vitale there. So I've got a few more from Brewerton. And again, a lot of you probably didn't think. I saw a couple of the comments on Facebook. A few of you were like, man, I didn't realize it was that long ago. But yeah, it was. It was 15 years ago, right about now, when Brewerton Speedway was undergoing the transformation that made it the track that it is today. Guys, make sure to subscribe, turn on the likes, the notifications, all that cool stuff. Please leave comments either here on YouTube or on Facebook. I'd love to hear them. Again, we got a couple of more bins to go, and I think one of them is actually the first show right after that. I can't remember if the place was totally done at that point, if there was still some work to do. But again, this was the beginning of the new Brewerton Speedway and a new era of speed at the D-shaped Dirt Demon. Hope you guys had a great day on Monday. Had something to do with my dad today, so I wasn't able to get out and do many things, but I hope to get out later this week. And I've got 3 more photo bins up after this, so make sure to look for those as well. You guys take care. Keep those subscriptions coming, guys. We'll see you soon.